Holy mother of moly, what's up, guys? We got some breaking news out there for once, and it's a bombshell. It's some of the craziest news we will probably ever cover on this channel, as OpTic Hecz and Scump and other CDL teams and owners are now having a lawsuit against the Call of Duty League. They have filed this suit. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will be suing, although it might be fair to say that OpTic Hecz, Scump, other CDL owners are contemplating suing the Call of Duty League. We'll see where this one goes, for a 100% unlawful monopoly over the Call of Duty League and what they actually are restricted in doing as team owners. This is crazy. Who knows what the future of this is going to be? Let's break it down. What we have so far, reported by Bloomberg, that will be linked down below. You guys can check it out as well. It's not much. It's not much to go off, but we can make some speculation. This is crazy. As according to Bloomberg, Activision Blizzard is accused of Call of Duty tournament monopoly. Activision Blizzard Incorporated has an unlawful monopoly over professional leagues and tournaments for players of its popular video game Call of Duty. Some of the game's top players have alleged Thursday in an LA federal court. And then furthermore, what little snippets we have, thanks to Cecilia, again, you guys got to check out the full article for more, saying wielding its unlawful monopoly power as a virtual nuclear weapon, Activision coerced 12 teams to pay Activision a $27.5 million entry fee for the privilege of being one of 12 teams allowed to partake in the Activision COD League, gave Activision an unconditional 50% of the revenue the teams generated from ticket sales, sponsorships, and more. And it continues, also saying other revenue streams cede to Activision the exclusive right to contract with the most lucrative professional Call of Duty sponsors. That means they are allowing the Call of Duty League to have all the lucrative sponsors while the teams cannot go out on their own, such as energy drink companies, i.e. Monster or Mountain Dew, and military-related companies, USAA Insurance, etc. They also ceded to Activision the exclusive right to contract with broadcasters, that being cable television and streaming networks, refrain from partaking in or supporting any professional Call of Duty leagues or tournaments other than Activision Call of Duty League, prohibit the team's players from partaking in or supporting any professional Call of Duty leagues or tournaments other than Activision Call of Duty League, and prohibit the team's players from engaging in any commercialized Call of Duty gameplay, that is, streaming informal friendlies on YouTube or Twitch outside of the COD League. These rent-seeking and trade-restraining contractual provisions impermissibly enrich Activision at the expense of the professional Call of Duty players and teams that were now under Activision's thumb. And there's just so much to take in from that. Like, I guess if you're a Call of Duty player, that means you probably can't watch party other leagues or esport leagues outside of Call of Duty. That would be my guess. Also, the lucrative sponsors you can't take. You stretch back to an example of Scump, who for a time had a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship denied by Call of Duty League until calling them out for it. And because he was your number one face, your number one player and personality in the league, they bent a little bit. But I'm sure there's several sponsorships that a lot of players and or teams have not been able to actually oblige and take on because they're partaking in the Call of Duty League. Then we have the whole hustle and hubbub that happened with the Flank and Zuma and Scump, and of course their watch parties of the league, which saw a lot of back and forth. Not really sure what went down there. Was that what led to this? Was that what led the snowball into this potential avalanche of the Call of Duty League now potentially being sued by your biggest teams and your biggest players? Like, this is unprecedented, by the way, at least in my time covering esports news. What the future of Call of Duty League is going to be from here on out, we don't know. What are the watch parties going to look like? What's the content going to look like? What are the players and teams going to do? Just probably keep on competing, but with an awkward elephant in the room. I mean, this is just the initial thoughts, guys. More videos certainly coming on this as we get statements from players, from teams, from anyone willing to talk on this. Although with a suit now filed, I would imagine it's going to be an awkward, like, people keep their lips sealed and can't say much, but we all know what's going on. The Call of Duty League potentially being sued by Hecz, Scump, and others. It's like we're in 2020 all over again. This is a haymaker of news. What do you guys think about this? We'll keep you posted on this channel. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking. Take care of yourselves, and I'm sure we'll see you back here soon. Bye, guys.